Hey there guys, welcome back to the 90 minutes or more channel. I am Vincent. I take care of the TikTok videos and I'm going to start doing some long form videos here as well. Today we're going to talk about the yesterday's Super Cup, Barcelona's win. They are the champions of the Super Cup, first title of the season. And before I start, I gotta say, as you guys can see, I'm a Barca fan, so some of my opinions are going to be a little bit biased. So just keep that in mind before you watch the video. So in the first half, I saw that Barcelona basically played their game. Madrid was doing really well at defending, and especially the first like 40 minutes till Barcelona scored the first goal. It was really good for Barca. But then Vinicius on an individual play, he basically tied the game incredibly, and that was very like it was like a Maradona style goal, very good goal. Well, after that, Lewandowski had a great number 9 goal, amazing finish, very good goal. And then Madrid had, the ref gave a little bit more time that he should have, and then Madrid scored a 2-2. On the second half, obviously, it was much more tight. Barcelona was still playing their game, controlling the game, keeping the possession of the ball a bit more. I think in the first half, they got like more than 70% of the possession of the ball, which is great numbers, by the way. And then on the second half, there was a few more chances that Madrid were able to keep the ball a little bit and also counterattack with more power, because that's kind of their plan. They try to, they defend very well and they just counterattack, which is interesting because it's very similar to Ancelotti's plan last year. So in terms of footballing, Madrid hasn't changed much since last year. By now, I was expecting to see a bit more of the Xavi Alonso style football that he implemented on Real Sociedad and Bayer Leverkusen. But apparently, he also knows how to defend very well, because you guys have to remember that although Xavi Alonso's styles of coaching, it's more towards Guardiola's, he also was coached by Benitez and also by Mourinho as well. So it's not surprising that Madrid is defending well this season as well. Also, you got to remember that those players they're not really used to pressing a lot. So that's kind of the football they've been playing for a few years. So they kind of know how to do that. At the end, I think the better team won, because at the end of the day, the team that had the best chances scored more goals. And I think Barcelona did have more chances. I think Madrid had like 4 chances in total, and they scored 2 goals out of it. One goal, Gonzalo's goal was a bit lucky, but Vinicius' goal was unbelievably good. And yeah, but I have to start talking about the ref, guys. He was very one-sided, I have to say. It's very important. Do you guys know that not giving a penalty or other types of robberies that you would think about is not the only way to rob a team. And I think in this case, it was like the ref let the Madrid players basically go with very, very hard tackles that were either a yellow card or red card in some cases. And as soon as De Jong did one tackle, he got a red card. So I think in that sense, it was very one-sided. I could tell the ref face was very worried at the end of the match when he did the final whistle. So you guys keep that in mind, because it's been a few games that they haven't let that happen. In the last Clásico, where Madrid won 2-1, I don't think the second goal should have been on the score, in my opinion, because there was a foul right before the goal. And in this one, I think Carrera should have been sent off, because like Lamine Yamal was like receiving so many tackles that were at least yellow cards. So I do believe that De Jong's tackle was a red card, definitely, to Mbappe. But I think that Madrid should have had probably. Bellingham had a tackle that probably was a red card. Also Carreras, also Camavinga. So at least 2 of them should have been sent off. And also in the first half, he said 3 minutes extra, and then he gave like 6. Which, okay, that's not a bad thing, because I understand there was a goal, and that takes a little bit more time. But it was like, I'm gonna whistle until Madrid is going to tie the game or something. I mean, that doesn't bother me as much, but the fact that they let the Madrid players play for free, that bothered me a lot. And I think this is something that as Barca fans we should complain about, because it's becoming too normalized that Madrid players are able to like tackle and not receiving red cards or yellow cards as easy as other teams do. And yeah, so remember, guys, I'm a Barca fan, so that's how I saw it. But anyway, let me know what you guys thought about the match. And I also have to say that tomorrow we're going to be doing the podcast, and then we're going to post it here on YouTube. And it's going to be me and Javel, and we're going to talk about all the football news that we had throughout the week. So I see you guys next time, and Visca Barça.